Welcome. Nice to see you. Glad you stopped by to watch one of my videos. This one's going to be an abstract, and I want to show you how you can incorporate the beautiful pinata colored brass that everybody is loving into your paintings a little easier than using a brush, etc. I put mine well shaken first and then put it in this little bottle with the needle tip nose, and I'm going to show you how we use that later on in the process of making this abstract painting. Now, the type of inks that I use are by Picasso, and I have a little swatch here showing the names and the colors, because they're not, some of them don't even hint at what color they are. So I find this a lot very useful. But I love the Picasso inks. They are so bright, vibrant and bright, brighter than the other kind I had been using, which I still have, but I'm now into the Picasso. Couple other things. What we're going to be using today is the PICASSO, if I can say the word, type of paper, and there's many different ones, Yupo to Duralar. Choose whatever you're comfortable with. I already mentioned we're going to be using the brass. We also are going to need some 99% alcohol in a bottle, so it's easy to squirt out. You need a way to blow air. You can use one of these guys, which wears my hands out, so I don't do that. And then there's also a straw option, and this one's well used. I don't really use that too much now either. What I like to blow air with is the compressor. It's great. That's what I choose. And we're also going to be using a blow dryer. Sometimes I want, to hurry it up, so I'll use a little bit of low heat and dry it. Okay, trying to think if there was anything else I've missed. A tile is always useful. They're cleaned up real easy with some alcohol and a tissue, and it'll come right off. But a tile is good for testing colors, because you can mix your alcohol inks to create different colors. Just for instance, using coffee, which is a brown, if you were to mix that with any of the other colors, you would make a darker hue. Same way with if you added white, it would make it lighter hue. So, or you can mix, green and turquoise together and see what you get. Just whatever makes you happy, whatever colors turn you on. Today I think we're going to go with what's called parakeet green, if I can talk today, and then some blue green and turquoise. And I have them in these nifty little bottles with the little needle nose, because I like it using my alcohol inks like this. They are slightly thinned. They're not pure ink. I think the pure ink, I went up to like the bottom line of the masking tape that I have here to name the color. Maybe it's pure ink. The rest of it, 99% alcohol. You can't tell a difference. I can't. It's just as deep and dark and wonderful. And I also get a little bit longer use of those small little bottles, because they're not really big. I was trying to see if I could grab one to show you, but they're like 0.35 milliliters, so very small. So this way you can get a lot more use out of your inks. That's one of my tips. And my TV just came on. That's another. Knocked my pinata over there. Good thing the lid was on it. We have our little blue mascot, so we're going to have good luck on this painting. A Q-tip is always nice to use because sometimes maybe, you know, when you're applying, something dribbles out of your bottle that you don't want, and you can put alcohol on the tip of your cotton ball and simply wipe it away. So that's handy. A tissue's always handy. Same idea. All right, I think I've gone over everything, so let me get this off my work. Oh, and I use a Lazy Susan. I find it very helpful when I'm painting, especially with alcohol inks. All right, with all that, it'll be a second for you, and let me get myself ready to go. All right, let's give it a go. First thing that you're going to want to do is take your isopropyl and place just a small drop, not a whole lot. I'm going to start slow and little in the beginning, and I'm going to put some of our parakeet green, or is that parakeet? No, this is a blue green, sorry. And then I'm just going to start kind of just blowing it around. As you see, I'm not using a very high amount of air, or I would squirt it all over the page, which we don't want to do. I'm just wanting to create some pretty pattern within that green, and that could change to something different later, but that's kind of what I'm looking for there. Then I want to come in with a little bit of the parakeet green this time, for real, and I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol there too, just a little bit, and then drop in a couple of drops of this green, and we're going to do the same thing with it. And now I like watching videos all the way through, but there's a quandary of us artists talking about having to do shorts and making them shorter, which doesn't give the person as much, you know, detail and tips that you would like to give people because you're worried about time. I kind of messed that one up, so as I was talking, I wasn't thinking. But you can't really mess up. Just come back in and blow some around. We might even have gotten even a little more interesting pattern there. Okay. And I was thinking turquoise. You know, I'm going to try it without the alcohol this time because it did bloom quite a bit. Yeah, I like that better, yeah. I didn't need quite so much alcohol down on my paper. This works good. Like that. Yeah, I like that much better. In fact, I may come in with that parakeet green and give it a little more color. And if it causes a funky ring, just come in with a little bit of alcohol and give it a highlight of some sort just to break up that line. It'll be broken up anyway as we work, but next color we're going to do some more blue-green. And yes, Yes, I did want it to go that direction. That's why I kind of gave it a blast of air there. And that's basically what you do for the beginning. Let's try to get some interest going here. I liking the colors together. That's different, very different. Okay, pretty good. I wish I had done that there. See, I don't like that as much at all, but I'll do something to fix it. I think I wanted to mix a little bit here with the blue. That's so pretty. I'm liking that. Okay. Gonna put us some parakeet green in there. That one really grew, didn't it? I think I'm wanting some turquoise up in here. Like that. I wished I had some maybe entertaining music for y'all, but I don't. So maybe put you something on. Probably better than hearing me. So see how easy it is? It's not hard at all. And that's actually really cute. I like it. It's cute. Come in here with some parakeet green again. There we go. Good. Now what color do I want? I think a little bit of green. Some blue, green. pretty. Hear the turquoise calling. Okay. Trying to decide what color I want. Let's try this. We'll go with the blue-green here, way up at the top. Just like that. I'm liking it already. I want to put some parakeet green over here, just trying to minimize this enormously big circle that I made in the beginning there. And we're just going to come in with another one and just kind of like it sits on top. Very cool. Okay. Now, what I wanted to show you, the whole main reason I'm trying to do this abstract is to show you how if you put your brass, of course I don't have one of them things that balls in here, but in the original bottle I gave it a really good shake before putting it in this little bottle. So let me show you how easy it is. Give it a good shake. And be careful, it likes to splatter, things like that. And let's say you just wanted to run a little bit. Right down through the middle. Isn't that cool? There it is. And that's all I'm going to do for now, because I'm thinking about doing the entire page with different colors. I think those will be my basic colors, and then I want to bring in some more colors. So let me pick some of those out. I decided to come in with a color. It's called Orchid, but it's a pinky violet color when it's dry. I wasn't quite sure whether I was going to like it or not, but I like it. It looks okay. So I'm going to go ahead and continue with some of the greens and blues. And just play. Yeah, I'm just playing, that's all. So, let's see, some blue. Well, there's an interesting shape. That's better. My shapes aren't as pretty as I wanted them. But I'm going to keep right on trying. And, you know, that's what's good about alcohol inks, is if you don't like something, I could remove it. just put some alcohol on a tissue or on a whatever is big enough to pick up what you want to move. The alcohol, it'll clean all the way back to white, which is pretty cool. Now, you know what I thought I'd do is just do and see if I can't bring a little lighter color here. And my sides are all taped off, by the way, with Scotch tape. That's another good tip, because the blue masking tape you would think that would be great, you know, like that painters use. It's not so great with alcohol inks. They go right underneath it. But nothing will penetrate this tape. And it's a Dollar Tree buy, so not even hard out of the package. I think there were 3 in a package for $1.25, so that's pretty cool, I thought. So, and I'm liking the way they work too. They're just as good as the Scotch Tape brand. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to cover the entire canvas with color. Why not? And then we'll have some of that gold running through it. It'll make it interesting. Okay, so now, what color would I like to try in there? I think I want to try a little sunset. And as you see, I waited until it kind of made a touching of the other colors. Just for some interest. That's a pretty orange. Yeah, sunset in the Picasso line. Beautiful orange. Put me some right over here. I like it. Little splash of color. And this is basically what I'll be doing the entire time, is blending all the different colors that I want. And I want them bright. So I think what I'm going to do is it's cool colors in the middle and then warmer colors coming out the outside, like yellow ochre, that kind of thing. That's exactly what I'm going to do. So let me find my paint that I need, or ink I need. All right, a little catch up on where we're at. I would say that is bright and beautiful. Picasso inks. Aren't they vibrant? I didn't add them with anything, just pure color. And they're just, I just can't get over how wonderful these are. And I haven't heard them talked about by anyone, which is surprising. You know, usually when you, well, like me, I'm like excited about it. Telling, hey, Picasso. I teach a couple people in my neighborhood, and oh, I lost where I was going there, actually. I was concentrating and lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me, guys. Anyway, can't think of it for the life of me. How ridiculous. I'm getting old. That's all I can say. Let's try some blue in here. I guess what I was trying to say is we have like play day kind of thing, where you just do whatever fancy, sparks your fancy, inspires you, any of those kind of things. And you can do that with alcohol inks, and they kind of have a mind of their own, which is kind of neat too. I like that part of it, the surprise. Let's put us in some turquoise over here. So play days are fun because then we just all laugh at what we all create. And it's just about, what I'm doing is teaching them about color and how color can make or break a painting. And alcohol inks are just wonderful for abstract work, I think. I used to be a big fan of watercolor, and that was my first medium that I loved. And then it went to paint pouring and all that good stuff, and I found alcohol inks, so I taught myself how to do it, and they're now one of my favorite mediums to use. And I encourage you, if you decide to, try out the Picasso line of inks. If you don't have, some that, you've maybe put away or bought and didn't use, or get it back out and have a play day. Just play around with the colors. That's what's so fun. And I'm trying to find the color I need. Let's see, I think it's sunset. Was it sunset? We'll see. Yes, it was. And all I'm doing here is basically filling in areas where the ink didn't fill in. And also making interesting colors along the way. I'm letting it bloom a little bit. And then bringing my color up and over, or the other way. Whichever way catches your fancy. That's what I like about it. I call it play day because you don't have to, you're not trying to be perfect and do a representational type of painting. This is just abstract fun, just downright fun. Let's try some orchid. I think we're lacking some pinky purpley color here. And again, just trying to give it some shapes and stuff like that. Okay, how about some down in here? Now, I've heard people say they like to watch the whole process, but the numbers don't show it on my channel. It seems like everybody loves the shorties now. I like the instructionals. I love watching other creators and just watching the entire thing. To their mistakes, to their whatevers, because you learn from it that way, I think, better. All right. I think we need a little bit of pink here. Ooh, we did a little splattering there. A little pink drop, which we may do. I like to also put circles and water droplets and all kinds of stuff. So we may do that too. I'm going to bring that pink around like that. That's pretty. And when you blow, you get those little spinglies. I like them. See those little, make sure you can see, the little spingly, they're like little fingers. I think they call them spinglies or something like that. They can make your painting look kind of cool too. Not everywhere, but here and there. All right, I got our page pretty good and full. So let me take which I encourage my students as well, or my friends, whatever you want to call them. They love to paint with me and learn, to take a minute and step back, take 5 minutes, get something to drink, walk around, take a look at the picture in different angles, etc., and then move forward until you feel you're done. So that's what I'm going to do. For you, it's a second. Decided I was going to go ahead and put us in some more of our gold. As it wasn't making sense, just one through there. I kind of wish I hadn't have done the gold because it was pretty just plain without the gold. But, you know, sometimes you just got to try something out. And so that, I'm going to say, is enough. I may take a fine brush and lift some of that gold off. I thought by putting it in a needle nose type of container would give me a straighter line, but it still bloomed on me. So that's a fail, but an idea, and maybe you can expand on that, or have, you know, it'll give you an inspiration to do it another way or something. If you do, let me know. Because I do like the way it looks when it's traced around things. I'm thinking of a paintbrush, a thin one, which I've got a nice thin one here. Dip it in a little bit of alcohol. Rub my hands over the entire brush because I don't want a bunch of alcohol. And see if I can't make this thinner, maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, that's actually working. Okay. There. That's a way to lighten it up, guys. Just take a little bit of your alcohol. I always do this because, you know, you need to dip your paintbrush. I can tell that the alcohol's already eating the wood. So I always, by the way, another good tip is when you're using a brush with alcohol ink, especially a good one, you're going to want to then dip it, when you're all done with it, dip it well into water and really clean your bristles of your brush. Then put it away because it will eat up the bristles of your brush if you don't. Just a tipper there, because I've had favorite brushes I've done that and ruined, and then figured out, oh, I probably should have maybe cleaned it with water. These aren't alcohol ink brushes. They have brushes for alcohol ink, but they contain alcohol in them. And they're real easy to squeeze and a little too much come out. So if anybody knows of a paintbrush that doesn't contain alcohol, like one of these, you can put water in it or alcohol, and it's a brush, but it'll leak out on you and you'll end up with a bigger bloom. So maybe try to find yourself something different, a thinner lined brush maybe. I don't even know if this is really helping, but I wanted to have a little bit of glimmer, but I think I went a little crazy there because it's a lot bigger of a line than I wanted. But that's what's neat about alcohol ink. Did you see? I don't know if you noticed, but as I was doing that, I made a line, which is pretty cool at where it's at. So, happy mistakes sometimes. I don't know. I don't know if you've seen, but there was a large drip on my brush ready to drip right into the painting, which would make it go boom and say bye-bye to that painting. So, little tip there is to make sure you don't have too much alcohol on the brush you use, and to clean it with water. There we go. I don't know. It didn't do much different, but it's different. I don't hate it. Probably is not my favorite, but it's fun and it's easy. That definitely was accomplished, right? I might put a bloom or something right there in the middle of that one. That crossroads of gold. I'm not digging. Okay, so let me see what we can do with that. Let's do some orchid right there, maybe. Gently with my air blower, because I don't want to blast it. Boy, that gold just shimmers. It's so beautiful. Yeah, that's doing what I'm looking for. You know, kind of blending it better. Yeah, I like that better. I think what I might do is come around to some of those edges I don't like and try this little process. Maybe just adding another color on top. Let's see if I can't get what I'm looking for. So. Try. And that's kind of fun too, because it's making little different shapes and stuff. So your eye has interest when you look at it, hopefully, anyway. There, I broke that line. That's good. I like that. That was a good idea, huh? All right, let's try a little turquoise up in that area. Let's see if I can't break that up, but it's not breaking as easy. But it made a cute shape. So I think what I might do is just kind of go around and make some cute shapes. Like that. I could get away with some yellow right there, but I'm going to do a bold move and put some orange, which now left me with a slight, ever so slight ring. And where's my marigold? There you are. Where did the place I wanted to fix go? I've lost it. Oh, I know I wanted that. Make another small but bright color. Yeah. I do like that, the little small ones. That's cool. Now, the next thing I want to do is something really fun. And that is I'm going to make polka dots. What What the heck, right? And I believe my video is really long, so my apologies. But I thought I might come in with some yellow dotting. Just for some interest. It's interesting. The yellow's good, okay. Maybe we'll try some orange ones. How about that? Why not? Now see, this is my fun. This is my fun. I love making circles and dots and all kinds of stuff. Okay, there we go. That's making it a little more interesting. Now let's come through with some blue and make some dots somewhere. Where? I don't know. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I'm liking that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's working for me. What about you guys? Do you like that? I do. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon yellow right there. And there. It's like circle upon circle. Which I find it quite fun. Yeah. I'm liking that. Very good. Now I got one more trick up my sleeve, which is to bring out a little bit of this, clean that up a little bit. So, just gonna put some color there. Add some interest, hopefully. Yeah, I like that. That's better. It helped it out quite a bit. All right. love it. Okay, I've got to stop. I got to stop. Stop. Or it'll be nothing but circles everywhere. The polka dot queen, that's who I am. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a longie. If I can shorten it up in any way, I will. Thank you for joining me. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe. That would really help me out to build my channel, like everybody tells you, I'm sure. And you have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed painting with me. All right, you have a great day. Oh, I'll do a flyover, by the way.